Don't mind me, just getting the fruit leather out of my teeth. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So welcome to another monthly favorites, but this one's a little bit special. I'm calling this my Mother's Day edition, and I've just been kind of interacting with a lot of stuff having to do with Mother's Day recently, being the owner of a mom, and also being the owner of a baby bump and preparing for motherhood. So I'm going to be including some items in this favorites video all about those things, as well as just kind of the things you're used to seeing in favorites videos. And I also have a couple of fails to share with you guys this month that I really need to caution you against. I have some verdicts to share. But before we do, I wanted to announce today's sponsor. I am happily partnering with Ana Luisa Jewelry again for today's video. And if you are unfamiliar with Ana Luisa, they are my favorite jewelry company because they work with 100% recycled gold. None of the crazy earth impact of mining new materials for gold. So that was what initially piqued my interest in them. But then when I saw their prices and also the quality of their jewelry, that was what really sold me. All their items start at $35, but this time was a little bit different. They let my mom pick the jewelry out. So I'm going to be talking all about that and the items that she and I received for Mother's Day later on in the video, but I wanted to go ahead and thank Ana Luisa for partnering with me for this video, and without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. I can't decide whether this dress is cute or Pennywise the Clown. I don't know. Okay, so first pregnancy thing. This is a book that my friend Catherine sent me. She is a mother of two. So this is Expecting Better, updated for 2019, which is when she sent it to me, by Emily Oster, author of Crib Sheet. It says, why the conventional pregnancy wisdom is wrong and what you really need to know. I know, it sounds a little bit radical, but bear with me on this. Drinking safely during pregnancy. Why gaining too much weight might be safer than gaining too little. Why sushi and cheese aren't so bad, but gardening could be. Why bed rest is a terrible idea. So, Emily Oster is an economist. If you've watched Ugly Delicious, the second season, the first episode of the second season, she makes a good little cameo in there where she takes Dave Chang's wife out for sushi, really high-end sushi, and she's like, you're allowed to have this. Because there are certain things that are under the advisement of doctors that are based on public health, I would say, concerns that are if we give people permission to do something tiny, then we're going to basically give them carte blanche to just abuse the system kind of thing. And so doctors are much more cautious about, telling you absolutely not on a lot of things. Emily Oster wanted to know the facts behind all this stuff and actually dug up all the studies that the recommendations are based on. And so she doesn't necessarily tell you black and white, absolutely do this, don't do this, but she does actually give you the evidence. She tells you where the source of all of the recommendations is actually coming from, how good the study is, what it's based on, how large the numbers are, and why the doctors have gleaned what they have from those studies. And I just found it to be incredibly enlightening. I would absolutely recommend this book to people who are concerned about getting pregnant and doing it wrong. I have a couple of friends who, when they found out that I'm pregnant, reached out to me personally and said, I've really wanted to try, but I don't want to give up coffee, and I just feel like I'm not going to do it right, and I'm not going to eat right, and all this stuff. And between my personal experience and the very empirical evidence that's presented in this book, I feel like I'm able to really set a lot of people at ease. It's not necessarily go nuts, there are no concerns, but it does break down what's a very serious concern and why, and those are the things to take really, really seriously, and the things that end up just kind of coming down to whether or not you feel comfortable with something, and also whether or not you are able to exercise moderation in something, because that's the whole thing, is a lot of times the recommendations are based around the fact that they don't feel like they can trust individuals to exercise moderation. Obviously, everybody's different, but I would definitely recommend this if you're having those kinds of I'm not gonna do it right kind of thoughts around pregnancy. You're gonna do it the best that you can. That's what we're all doing. It's just very, very human, and I really appreciated that about it. The next thing that I just wanted to kind of call out and thank my viewer Erin for turning me on to. I don't have them on right now because I just wanted to be a little bit more chic today, and so I'm kind of risking it for the, amount of time that it takes to film this. My C-bands, you can still see I have impressions of them on my wrists. They are acupressure bands that you use for seasickness, and they have a little ball that pushes down right here on this acupressure point, and it really helps with nausea. And there's no drugs, there's no side effects, there's no nothing, and they're like $7 on Amazon. That's my quick shout out for Sea-Bands because they're pretty amazing and they kind of were a game changer for me. Now I only have to worry about constipation and gas, not as much nausea. You know? It's the little things. Okay, so let's jump into my Mother's Day Ana Luisa experience this month. This has just been such a positive whole relationship for me to begin with, but the fact that they were like, can we send your mom some stuff for Mother's Day? Like, it would have been awesome to begin with, but the fact that right now, being pregnant, all I want is my mom and I can't go see her is really, really hard. And so we decided that we would have matching jewelry. Like, that would be our Mother's Day gift to ourselves and to each other, and have matching jewelry. And so I did want to have my mom kind of video chat with me unboxing her Ana Luisa jewelry, and let me say, I must come by it naturally. My mother is a natural unboxer. She was incredible. She did it all kind of like, you know, surprise on the spot and everything. But something is very strange about this whole long distance video thing. You just can't record audio. So we had this adorable conversation of her unboxing all her stuff and trying it on, and she and I trying our jewelry on together. And there's another pair I'll show you in a second that is actually super adorable. And it's a shame that I don't have the audio, because at one point she used the word shook in a sentence just completely naturally, and I was like, okay, that just happened. And then she proceeded to tell me how much she loves TikTok. She does send me a lot of TikToks that she likes, and how someone on TikTok had taught her to massage her lymph nodes on her neck in a certain way that relieves sinus pressure. And I was like, you're just such a gem, Mom. The world deserves to meet you. And so after that conversation, I did manage to rig up a totally different setup where I screen recorded on my computer and audio recorded on my phone. It's not perfect, but I just wanted you guys to get a taste of my mother. Is it working? We did it!
We did it!
For those playing along at home, my mother and I have tried how many different apps now to record both audio and the screen at the same time?
I've been wearing my earrings all day.
Me too.
I like that they don't bump into things. Like if they're short enough, if I wear a collar and I'll knock my earrings out throughout the day, I'll do something and the collar will eventually work my earrings out. That's why I don't disturb my skin.
He's dancing.
Huh?
He's dancing for you.
Hi.
Isn't he cute? Look at that one. Oh, how did I do that? That's the cutest thing I ever saw. My mom and I are social distancing Mother's Day presents.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like we got matching earrings.
Nice.
For Mother Day, because I'm gonna be mother too! Dad! So, the two items that she picked out, they're both earrings. My mother said, and I quote, "Women my age don't like to draw attention to our necks." But then in that video where I didn't get the audio, she did also say she wants to try branching out into ear cuffs, and I was just like, I think that can be arranged, Mom. But until then, we have some beautiful earrings. So these are the Nuria. They are $59. I'll do some close-ups so that you guys can see them. And she picked just these really beautiful petite earrings. She has very curly hair, and she's like, I can't wear big things. They get caught in my hair. And it's just so beautiful and dainty. Like, not necessarily something that I would have like gone for myself. And then as soon as I put them on, I was like, why don't I go for stuff like this more often? It's so pretty. And so they do. They have these really pretty freshwater pearls on them. Oh, and they are running a sale right now that's buy one, get one 35% off for Mother's Day. So that is also really awesome in case you are wanting to get a gift for your mom and you are also feeling like socially distanced. You could probably get like one for you, one for her kind of thing. Or if you want to like, you know, drop a hint to your significant other, there's that too. And then the other ones that we got are the Zodiac ones. So she's a Virgo. You guys know I have a special place in my heart for Virgos. I just love a good Virgo. My mother being number one. And I, of course, got Aries, and they are just so stinking cute. I've been told by people close to me in the past that the reason that I have so much confidence is because I grew up with a mom who always had my back. Like, I always knew that nothing truly, truly bad was going to knock me down because I always had the support of my mother. I grew up with my mom being the mom everybody wanted to borrow, you know? She was everybody's mom. She's a treasure. I can't say enough about her. I miss her so much, and literally as soon as these restrictions are lifted, you bet, like, she's coming here, I'm going there. So until then, we have our beautiful Ana Luisa jewelry. So thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video and for bringing my mom and I a little bit closer on Mother's Day. Okay. Let's talk about some non-pregnancy makeup real quick because of the items that I reviewed from my Sephora haul in the last video. Honestly, they were all hits. Like, truth be told, it's been the face of makeup I've been putting on every day since, but a couple have risen to the top. So the two that I think are truly like must-haves, and unfortunately this is still sold out. Even the clear is sold out now, so you might have to buy it off the Patrick Ta website. But the Patrick Ta Brow is out of control good. It's so, so good. You do have to have your own spoolie and you just wet the spoolie to activate it, but it's awesome and it's so versatile. Even the brown is not particularly highly pigmented. I feel like I just get this super natural, like fluffy, soft soap brow thing. And it's just a cool thing to have in my repertoire. I'm always gonna love my Glossier Boy Brow, but this is just giving me this like lightweight face of makeup, like spring. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of going for prairie vibes. And this is just giving me that like, oh, I woke up like this eyebrow situation. Big fan. And you might have expected this because I did say it was gonna be an instant favorite as soon as I put it on in that video, but the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush, wow, I said it all at once that time, in Cool Berry. Guys, I wanna say, you know, cream blushes they're not all created equal, but I've rarely met one that I didn't like. And I will say the thing that these have on other cream blushes is the shade range. They are just so considered. I would highly recommend, you know, once Sephora is open again and things like that, going and swatching them, but also look at the models on the website and just kind of see which one sparks your interest, which one resonates with you. But I can definitely vouch for Cool Berry. It is the only one I'm wearing right now, and you guys know me. I'll take any opportunity to put on as many blushes as I can, and I put this one on and it just makes me feel so pretty. Like there's something so pretty about it. It's just such a natural flush. That's what it looks like swatched. I want to compare it to 8th Muse real quick because I can never help myself. So this is, and I realize I need to be a little bit more articulate for the new people. This is Kosas Cream Blush in 8th Muse, and it is another kind of cool toned pink. And okay, they're really, really similar. So this is the Kosas 8th Muse, and then this is Cool Berry, but as they sit on my skin, you see them kind of start to change a little bit. So 8th Muse goes pink, and this one stays more purple berry. So that is definitely like a beautifully nuanced shade. It's just kind of my favorite thing right now. It is so, so beautiful. And as soon as I put it on, every single time I go, yep, yeah, it's just a pleasure. And I really do think that the shade, just typical of Fenty, like the shades are just so considered. Okay, so I have a fail, and it's kind of a shame because Volition Beauty is a brand that I've been interested in for a while. I ordered their eye cream a while back, and I felt like they were just kind of getting on their feet a little bit as a brand at the time, and the eye cream didn't really do anything for me. And so I didn't really look back on them for a while, and then they reached out to me. They said, hey, can we send you some stuff? I picked out a couple things from their website, and they sent them to me. So this is the Volition Eucalyptus Stretch Mark Minimizer. I don't have any like new stretch marks from pregnancy yet, and a lot of people did tell me when I posted this that stretch marks are hereditary. There's really not a whole lot you can do to like completely prevent them if you're prone to them. I don't really think I'm necessarily prone to them. We'll see, but this is not unfortunately going to be the product that I use for them. I'm going to try and be as diplomatic as I possibly can here, because when I opened this, I shook it and everything. Like, it did seem like it separated when it shipped to me, and so I shook it first. And so I should be getting the proper like mixture of it, the proper proportion. They say it's eucalyptus. I will say I was warned. I rubbed it on my belly. I rubbed it on my butt. Might have rubbed a little bit on my boobs. I regret all of those things because it's icy hot, unfortunately. Like, when I say this is the most uncomfortable thing that's happened to me in a while, keep in mind, I'm pregnant. A lot of uncomfortable things happen to me, often. This was almost to the point where I just wanted to go wash it off or curl up in a ball and cry. I couldn't pick which, but my poor husband, I got out of the shower and I was like, Oh my God, I don't know whether I'm hot or whether I'm cold. I'm just so uncomfortable. My skin's on fire, but like ice fire. It was really, really not good. And so I reached out to the company because they had reached out to me and sent it to, you know what I mean? I felt really bad. And I messaged them, and I'll actually read you the message. Oh my God, Jamie French replied to my story. Oh, Jamie French, hey. All right, so I said, am I doing the stretch mark cream wrong? It made my whole body feel like it was covered in icy hot. Very uncomfortable. They replied, hi there. Our eucalyptus stretch mark minimizer does have a tingling sensation, and that is normal. And I said, okay. Guys, all I can tell you is it's not normal. It doesn't feel normal. I would absolutely recommend that if you were in the market or thinking about this, stay away. I don't know whether I'm particularly sensitive to it or whether I just got the top of the bottle and it was just pure eucalyptus oil. I don't think so. It was just really, really uncomfortable, and I'm honestly not willing to try again to see if the same thing happens twice. It was that bad. My husband likened it to when he used my tea tree body wash in the wrong places and it kind of lit him up. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, this is something that is come to my attention more just because of pregnancy, but it's something that is not necessarily pregnancy specific, and that is mainly just diaphanous dresses. I just really, really like big flowy dresses. I mentioned in my announcement video, I'm not big on maternity clothes, at least the ones that I've tried, just because they tend to be regular clothes that have been adapted for a belly, which means that they fit snugly on the body, and like waistbands are out of the question for me right now. I've just made an executive decision. I'm like, look, on top of everything else, I'm not putting an elastic waistband on. I'm not putting a waist tie on. I'm not doing anything that sticks to my skin. Period. I want everything to just be flowy and airy and just kind of like, doesn't matter whether I'm pregnant, whether I put on 80 pounds, it doesn't matter. They're just going to kind of, you know, be flowy on me. And so this one's from Farm Rio. It's pretty good. I like it. I just got it and it was final sale, so I hope I like it. The main designer that I'm obsessed with right now is Mayra Peñalosa. Mayra Peñalosa, maybe? When she signs her name in the logo, there's some kind of little flourish over the N. I can't tell if it's an Enye or not. When they type it out on anything else, I don't see an Enye, so I've just said Mayra Peñalosa. If you know for sure, correct me. This is the Kundalini gown, which I brought up here to show you that it exists, but there's not much I can do to actually show it to you, you know, sitting here, but I'll put some pictures in either of me or of the models wearing them. They come in like one size that's like small, medium, and then you can special request like large, extra large, but they are beautiful and roomy and well made, and they make you just basically feel like a goddess. They're a little expensive. They're about $200 a piece, but I think for a handmade gown, they are absolutely exquisite. When I got the first two in the mail and realized that I never wanted to take either one of them off, because I got the Kundalini gown, but then I also got the Frida dress, which is a little bit shorter and just has these beautiful buttons on the front and everything. I went on their website and I bought two more things. So I got the La Mexicana jumpsuit, and it's just like this really cute strappy jumpsuit with like tiered legs on it that doesn't like, you know, cut around the waist or anything. And then I got another one of the Frida shorter dresses in like their turmeric yellow color. Guys, I'm telling you, if you want to feel like a beautiful boho goddess, which is kind of my new vibe now that I just wear a lot of dresses all the time. I used to be such a tomboy, but like I said, pants, not doing it. And since I've become like a dress person in pregnancy, I only want to wear Mayra Peñalosa. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I bought more from her after the two that I just received. I kind of want to have one for every day of the week right now. And if you sign up for her emails, she sends these beautiful emails, just these beautiful kind of meditative messages. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, there's always like a one-day code. So my last order, I got 26% off because that was the one-day code. So you can get a discount on her items, which are pretty pricey, and I definitely think are worth the price, but why not get a discount if you can with any of her newsletters? So I thought that that was worth sharing because they are really, really, really beautiful. All right, let's talk about Keratosis pilaris, shall we, fam? The bane of my pregnancy exists. Well, the bane? one of the banes of my pregnancy existence. It's actually a unique combination of KP and just Bacne. It's just hilarious. Who knows? It's probably like some product of what I'm eating or constipation or what have you. Sorry if this is TMI, but anyway, this is how I've been kind of gaining on the situation. I talked about this in my skincare video, my announcement skincare video. This is the Glossier Solution Exfoliating Skin Perfector, and it is a 10% AHA, BHA, PHA salicylic acid acne treatment. And it just does a really good job of, you know, chemically exfoliating. I am not going to say gentle, but chemically exfoliating, burning it to the ground each night. And so that's what I put on each night. This is not an everyday thing. This I talked about was coming to me in my Sephora order, but I hadn't received it yet. So this is the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA, safe for sensitive skin. So the actual exfoliating quality of this is, yes, there's lactic acid and glycolic acid in it. I will sometimes kind of like put it on in the bath and sort of leave it on as a mask, you know, so that my skin can get those benefits for a few minutes. So 10% AHA plus it's like incredibly scrubby, like these teeny, tiny little sand particles, and it's absolutely not recommended for your face. It's really not recommended for anything except specifically KP, and it is the big guns. And I will say that the directions say use once or twice a week as tolerated. Even though it says that it is safe for sensitive skin, trust me, I'm an Aries. I have no chill about anything, and I still know better than to exceed the limits on this, because while it might help to exfoliate more often, you might see results faster. I live in Austin, Texas. You just get a ton of sun exposure whether you like it or not, and lately that has just been my self-care, is just sitting outside and soaking in a little bit of vitamin D. The combination here is going to put you majorly at risk for sunburn. I don't need KP and skin cancer, so I'm using this absolutely as directed. This actually has a sun warning on it. It says sunburn alert. This product contains an alpha hydroxy acid that may increase your skin sensitivity to the sun, and particularly the possibility of sunburn. Use a sunscreen, wear protective clothing, and limit sun exposure while using this product and for a week afterwards. Like, this is not messing around, guys. So I wear a lot of sunscreen on my body, and I often just kind of cover myself, you know what I mean, wear clothes. But yeah, this I use every day, but I will stick to using this like twice a week because it is dead freaking serious. All right, oh God, this is the saddest fail, guys. I got my Voluspa stuff in the mail today. They kind of messed it up anyway because I ordered the Milk Rose body lotion and they sent me the body wash, and I was like, I don't need body wash, I need body lotion. And it smells so good, but you know, I wrote them, they'll probably figure it out. But anyway, I hyped this so much in my what I want to buy at the Sephora sale video, and I love all things vanilla and I love all things Voluspa. I really thought that we were gonna come together on this one and reach some kind of new nirvana, but I just don't like this. This is the Voluspa Santal Vanille. I haven't lit this yet because, truth be told, I kind of want to see if someone in my life would enjoy it as a gift or something, and I don't want them to have like a used candle. I'm tempted to light it because it does smell vanilla-y, like the longer that I smell it, but it also has that musk thing behind it. Probably should have Googled what the heck Santal means. I have no idea, and you guys could probably inform me in the comments. It probably means, it's like, oh, it's this language for musk. And so yeah, it does. It has that kind of boy smells thing to it, which gives me a major headache sometimes. It's not vanilla-y enough for me. It's a little bit soapy, but they did send me a free votive candle that was like, you know, a candle sample of rose-colored glasses. Oh, girl. I wish that I had this size in rose-colored glasses now. In fact, I might just do that. It is so good. It is so, so good. But anyway, if you are a big vanilla fan and you were thinking, I'm going to do what Khaki was planning on doing and buying the big one, you know, the really big jar candle of this, because of course it's Voluspa and it's vanilla, it's gonna be great. It really isn't very vanilla-y, and it is actually kind of musky, and I'm just not as big of a fan as I thought I was going to be, so saddy sad sad. I do want to shout this out really quickly because this was something that I tried this month, and it absolutely continues to knock it out of the park. I don't sweat that much, but I do stink pretty easily. This has been amazing. Even with like my hormone changes and things like that, and just how prone I've been to BO. This is the Drunk Elephant Sweet Pity Deodorant Cream. you could have almost never gotten me to use a deodorant religiously before this because I just had no faith in them. I was like, I'd rather just take the risk that I'm gonna stink. This I keep on my bathroom counter so that I remember to use it when I get out of the shower every single day because it genuinely actually works. And someone left a comment, someone who works at Sephora left a comment, one of my favorite viewers left this really great long comment about why this works the way that it does on that video, but the main thing is mandelic acid cancels out the bacteria in like a natural way and keeps you from smelling without preventing you from sweating. I just love it. You guys may or may not know how long I struggled to find natural deodorant or like a clean deodorant. They don't claim to be natural, but it's aluminum free and things like that. Actually, genuinely, every single day, no matter what, truly works. Okay, the next couple of things are things that I've been wearing. I'm going to show you guys my new bra. On the internet, I'm going to put my bra on the internet. Are you guys, I'm sure you're familiar with the brand Lively or wearlively.com. Wow! I ordered their bras a while ago when they first started out, and I wrote them an angry email when I returned it. I was just like, look guys, if you're gonna claim to cater to everybody, you need to have a bra small enough for me, okay? Well, now I'm a bra size. I don't know what my bra size is because this is just a small, but the point is it's not an extra, extra small. I literally didn't have a bra size before, guys, before I got pregnant, but I do have actual need for like a real bra now if I'm gonna go out and like be in society, and I just love this bra. I do. There's no underwire, it's just this big stretchy band. Oh yeah. And I will say I like this one, the one with the padding in it. I ordered one that it's a cute pattern with like little flowers all over it and everything, but I don't like the band on it. It's too thin and so it kind of rolls down and it's not padded, and so it just kind of doesn't hold its own. So I didn't really love that one, didn't want to talk about that one as much, but this isn't the only thing that I love from Lively. I also absolutely love their cotton pajamas, and they really don't look like much, but I think that that was kind of what I wanted out of a pajama. So the first pair of these that I actually got at Nordstrom Rack. But once I had worn them for a while and started to grow out of the pants, I decided to take the opportunity because when you buy the set together, it's like 80 bucks for the set, for the PJs, I just bought the next size up. So I got this one that kind of crisscrosses in the back. It's very, very cute. And it fits pretty loosely, like it's not for like guests, but it's very, very comfortable and airy. And their pants, again, understated. Could use pockets for the price, honestly. I do think that they are a little bit overpriced if you're not gonna put pockets in them, but they're just these lightweight, very wrinkle resistant actually, woven cotton white pajamas. You know, I love a minimalist aesthetic, if you can't tell. I just really, really like when my clothes feel like airy and timeless and brandless and just very like well made. And especially when I'm kind of like unwinding at night, don't have any makeup on to kind of cushion my ego and things like that, I want to wear something that looks like I'm like at a spa resort getaway, you know? And something about those makes me feel very like clean and crisp and feminine and pretty, but also really comfortable. I ended up getting them in a medium from a Bailey, but you know, especially right now, we're all getting a ton of leisure wear and pajamas advertised to us on Instagram because everybody's staying home right now. And I definitely have like explored a lot of different brands, and these are truly beautiful and affordable. So it made me happy. Okay, everything else on my list is just things that I have been either consuming or kind of using on my my tablet. So on my iPad, we'll start with that category. The first thing is Sketch Club. My husband got me for my birthday an Apple Pencil, and it pairs with my iPad. And I was like Googling, I was like, what's the best app for me to use for this? And I found Sketch Club. It's $2.99 in the App Store, and it's a community, which is really, really cool. So, you know, you learn how to use it. It's an amazingly robust kind of creation system without being hard to learn, but there are like layers and stuff, which is really nice if you are kind of doing a painting or something like that, and you want to be able to kind of work behind some line work and you want to color it in. In case you are new here, my degree is in studio art, and so I have the urge to draw and things like that. So I wanted an app like that, but I just love, it's almost like accountability. They do like a challenge every day and stuff like that, just like a prompt to draw on, and there's like a wide array of skill level on there, and just kind of learning the way that the app works and how, you know, kind of how to use and fine tune all the different things that it offers. Really, really fun. Yeah, Sketch Club, if you are like on that, let me know and I'll find you. The other thing that is so exciting that is on my iPad that I tried for the first time this week, Down Dog is an app that is a yoga app that I've been using for a very, very long time. It's like at-home yoga. And while it's not the same in terms of like meditation and things like that as like going to a class, where I feel like there's just so much more personal connection, if what you want is a yoga workout at home, Down Dog is awesome, and all their stuff's free right now because they know everybody's at home. And so they do offer like all of their apps full service because they're free anyway, but they do a lot more options. You can, you know, pick the music and the pace and how much instruction you want, because oh my God, the default amount of instruction, they just never shut up. Anyway, they came out with a prenatal yoga app. It is the same app basically, except that it's all only prenatal, and it is so lovely. And I was really like worried because I haven't gotten enough physical activity being pregnant so far. Everything just wears me out so fast. And I was worried about doing regular yoga because, you know, there's certain poses that aren't recommended and that are uncomfortable. And so I downloaded the actual Down Dog prenatal yoga app, and it is so nice. It starts off a little bit slower. There's no chaturangas, but you still get a pretty darn good workout in. And by the time you go into Shavasana, which by the way is like on your left side instead of on your back because pregnant, you pretty much just want to like stay there forever and take a nap. So I've really enjoyed that, and it's enough of a change from regular yoga that I feel like I could do it almost every day. It didn't make me feel like I wanted to die afterwards, which is how like regular yoga has felt recently. Like that's how hard it is for me to get a deep breath. Just my stamina is so depleted, and this was just so nice. And so yeah, I was really crazy. I mean, they literally sent the email out like maybe a few weeks ago that they were putting out a prenatal app, and I was like, great timing. So one show that I've been binging is Zumbo's Just Desserts. I don't know if you know this about me, but I can't do any kind of stressful television. I am not a weenie about about actual like subject matter or things happening in the world necessarily. I just don't want to opt to watch it in a TV show. A TV show should entertain me. It's its job to entertain me, not me to have to work to enjoy it kind of thing. Anyway, I've been loving, and I finished it already, 2 seasons of Zumbo's Just Desserts. It's basically just this very imaginative baking show where home bakers compete, and it's Australian. But I truly am probably going to like binge watch every cooking and baking show on Netflix while we're in this lockdown. And you know, there's that like stream that says popular right now on Netflix, and Mike's like, oh, that's just what's popular. I was like, my popular looks way different from your popular. But I did really, really enjoy Zumbo's Just Desserts. I've been feeling so sick lately, and I've been having to kind of like at about 3 p.m. every single day, just like curl up on the couch and let my body completely do nothing for a while, and that was my time to watch Zumbo's Just Desserts, so I enjoyed it greatly. And the last two are 2 YouTube channels. They are YouTube channels that I have watched a lot in the past just because I liked them, but I've come back to them now because they have more pregnancy content. And one of them is Femhead. Her name is Victoria Zimmerman, and she is a relatively small channel who has promoted education around charting your menstrual cycle and things like that. Last year, I want to say, she got pregnant. She had also had a miscarriage previous to that, and watching her go through the whole process, her videos are just really straightforward, really, really helpful. And more than anything, even if you don't take someone's like every single advice, it just gives you a lot of food for thought of like, oh, okay, these are the things that I need to consider. And she's just very, very practical and extremely minimalist. And I just really appreciate how completely honest and straightforward she is about how certain things are hard. Here's how to solve certain things. This didn't work for me, blah, blah, blah. And I think that especially if you are kind of going into your fertility journey and you're trying to learn how to like get off birth control or something like that, her content is great. So really, really love her channel. The other one is Ellen Fisher. Bear with me here. I don't agree with everything that Ellen Fisher says, okay? She is, oh God, her videos are beautiful. She is a vegan mom in Hawaii. We love vegan vloggers in Hawaii. Everything that they do is just so beautiful. They're just like, let's go to a waterfall. Watch me make smoothies and feed them to my children. Like, there's just something really, really beautiful about it. I'm definitely, you know, being from Florida, I love a good tropical aesthetic, but she is one of those women who's like, pregnancy makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel like my true self. It makes me feel like a goddess. And I'm like, that's not how I feel, but it does help me to watch someone who feels like that. She's like, pregnancy is so beautiful and it's so easy for me and I do home births and blah, blah, blah. And like, cool for her, but her videos are still like super helpful, super calming, very aesthetically pleasing, and just inspiring, especially because first trimester, I just couldn't eat anything that was good for me, and now I literally like cannot eat meat. So especially like red meat, it's just not a thing. And so I have been preparing a lot more vegetarian and vegan meals for myself, and her channel has been great inspo for that. So I will link all of this stuff below as best that I can, but I hope that you guys enjoyed my monthly favorites. They're a little bit different this month for Mother's Day and for preparing to be a mother and all of that. And I do want to thank Ana Luisa Jewelry again for sponsoring this video. I will leave a link below for you guys to check them out and get on top of that Mother's Day sale if you want to. If you did enjoy this, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!